finally bought myself the Clod Buster. First up, thanks for tuning into today's video. As you can see on that intro there, I've finally bought myself the Tamiya Super Clod Buster. I've been looking at getting one of these for a while. I know Gavin on RC Kicks, he did a pretty heavily modified Super Clod on his channel, and recently, I think Andy Robinson RC, he recently did the new grey edition one. Now that one hasn't come to Australia. I think it's for certain markets only. I saw one of these pop up at a hobby shop in Australia, fantastic price. So I figured it's one that I've always wanted, so let's get it onto the channel. And as you can see there, this thing is absolutely massive. I mean, just check out the box. I mean, it's probably 2 or 3 times the size of a normal Tamiya box. So yeah, it's going to be big, and I don't have anything else like it in the collection. So it's definitely going to be cool to have something like that. Now, before we get into having a look at what is in the kit, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you are new, make sure you go and check the link above. We are giving away a Tamiya Mad Bull. So you have to be a subscriber, and it tells you everything you need to do in that video. So that one was gifted by the RC Elf. And hopefully next year I am going to pair up with some other channels and do some builds and giveaways for them to donate as well, just to give back to other channels. So when we're looking at the Super Clod Buster, what do you get in the box? So I'll take the lid off. It's quite a heavy kit. I'll take the lid off. I'll do my best to show you what's in the kit. And then we'll talk about some of the things that I've bought to go into it. The kit doesn't come with an electronic speed controller, so I've solved that, and obviously it doesn't come with bearings, so we've looked into that as well. So let's look at what you get inside, and you'll be quite surprised if you haven't had one of these kits. The wheels are absolutely massive. Okay, so that's what you get for your money. It's laid out quite nicely. There's some nice bits, sectioned off bits in the box. Obviously our chassis is underneath here. We've got a nice body set, and obviously the plastics, and we've got these massive tyres over there. So let's pop it down, and we'll have a little squiz in here. As you'll see, the first thing that really pops and comes to mind in these is these massive tyres here. Now, if we, big spongy off-road, looks like they've got plenty of grip, plenty of bounce for jumping as well. Now, if you were to compare this to, say, a normal RC tyre with a car behind me here, you can definitely see how big this thing is going to be once it's built. So if we put it up against something there, they're a DFO3 with a Schumacher tyre, definitely going to be a big RC kit. So that's the first thing that really stands out when you open the kit. We've got this nice body set here. Again, the body set comes across as like, 1/10 sort of scale. It's just obviously the wheels and the tyres that are really going to give it the gross sort of size. And we look like we've got this big central chassis here that everything will bolt onto. So the kit comes with 2 540 just silver can motors by the look of it in the parts bag there. So like I said, it is a dual motor, so we do need a dual motor electronic speed controller. So the kit, obviously, like I said before, doesn't come with a speed controller. A lot of the Tamiya kits aren't at the moment. So I've gone and bought one of these Hobbywing 880 brushed speed controllers. Not sure on the motor size that you can put into these, but they are rated for a 2 to a 4S LiPo. And they're pretty cool because they do come with a fan as well that you can attach onto the ESC. So that definitely might be an option, seeing that we're running a big tyre, dual motor, and obviously I'll be running it with a LiPo battery. So that's a must-have if you're going to look at one of these kits, and I think that's the best value speed controller out there. that I've seen. If you got any other ones, chuck it in the comments down below by all means. And another thing, as we all know, Tamiya definitely don't like giving us bearings in the kits. Some kits have them, some kits don't. I just jumped on to Plague Bearings. They're a bearing shop in Australia. I pay full price for these, but good quality bearings, and you know, they'll sell some basic right up to some premium and ceramic bearings depending on the application. So I've just gone with some basic bearings for the Super Clod build. We don't need anything too special, and these are definitely going to be a big upgrade over the plastic bushings that come in the kit. So yeah, go check those guys out. They do express post on everything, and I've never had an issue with their product. So I've had a little quick look at the manual, and it says TS50, I think, which is a metallic blue. Now, I was down at the local hobby shop, and I've actually picked up something slightly different for this one. It's a very, very similar colour tone, but it'll just give us that little bit of extra pop over box art. It is TS89, and it's pearl blue. So it actually looks the same colour as the TS50, except for this one will have a little bit more pearl, a little bit more metallic in it. And remember, it is that TS paint because it is a hard body set that you do for this one. Lots of chrome grills and whatnot that you can put on there. Now, a cool thing about this one is the decals. They're buried in the bottom of the box there. But if we just pick up the box here, as you can see, the box art does sort of suggest painting the back section like a darker metallic gunmetal colour. You've got the blue, and then you've got these big decals that go between the two. I couldn't get hold of any of the metallic gunmetal paint anywhere at some local stores. So I think for this one, I do want to build this one pretty much straight away actually, because I've been super, super keen on getting one of these on the channel. So I might just paint the whole thing blue and put the decals on and leave it at that, to be honest, just because I'm not quite sure when paints are going to come back into stock. I've got some other colours like blacks and metallic blacks, but yeah, I think we'll just run with the TS89 paint. And I think the first time too, I'm going to actually use a 2-pack 2K clear on this car as well. So hopefully we'll get a really, really nice finish on this one, really show off that paintwork very, very nicely. So that's it for today's video. Nothing too extensive. Just wanted to show you a new kit that I've got in, one that I've been wanting for a while, and I've seen a few other channels out there, obviously, with the Super Clod Buster. And like I said before, it's going to be big. It's probably the biggest car that I'm going to have in the collection. So I have moved a few out, sold a few on in the last week, so we've got some space to house this one. And I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing how this hobby wing dual brush motor goes. And don't forget everyone, midnight on the 20th, which is next Tuesday, I believe, here in Australia, we are going to close the draw on the Mad Bull giveaway. So make sure you subscribe and follow that video. If you haven't already seen it, we put the link earlier in this video. So I'll catch you on another video in the future. Another note with that Mad Bull giveaway, I've fished out a few things while I've been clearing out and selling off some things that I don't need anymore. I've kept a few bits and pieces. So if you're not the winner and win the kit, you may be in the draw to win some other little goodies as well. So we'll probably have a few winners. So I'll just leave it at that. I won't show you what it is. So yeah, make sure you do get onto that video, subscribe. It was a gift from the RCL for an Australian viewer to win something. I'm going to add a few things onto that as well for myself. So until the next video, catch you then in, as I said, huge opportunity to win that Tamiya Mad Bull. So don't miss it, and I'll catch you on another video soon. Bye.